Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, Jewelry Forever at jewelryforever.ca, and Beautified by Romina. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 321 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina. I'm your host, the one, the only Scott Dion Brown. But I am not joined by the greatest co-host in the galaxy, Regine Alaina. She is away on an adventure. She'll tell us all about it when she gets back. She's gone for a few weeks, actually. She's left me all alone here. And I will do my best. But Regine, how could you do this to me? But hi, everybody. Welcome. Thomas is back. Guess who's back? Got my t-shirt on. Good. Got my mug. Excellent, with tea. Very nice. And you got some pancakes, because why not? You know what? Why not? I just had some pancakes on Saturday. Can never go wrong with pancakes. Delicious. It's basically eating cake for breakfast. That's what it is. So delicious. Welcome back, Thomas. Rosanna, happy Sunday, Scott and company. Hello. Rosanna, good morning. Welcome. Hope you're having a lovely morning as well. Maybe you could have some pancakes. I don't know. Everybody, off the show, off the top, we're going to bring in our guest right away because you've already seen her. The Honey Jam concert is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. 30 years of incredible music here in the city of Toronto. And a massive event happening to celebrate the 30th anniversary is coming to Massey Hall, the iconic Massey Hall. And one of the performers from that show, you saw her off the top, so let's bring her into the show. Please welcome Fridaee.
Hello.
Oh.
Happy Sunday.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And fantastic performance to start things off. Tell us a little about that song. It's called I Told You.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Told you. Honestly, the song kind of wrote itself. Mm-hmm. Me and my co-writer, co-producer, Dada, amazing co-writer, amazing producer. We were just chilling in the shed, and he was just creating something. And
hang on, wait. What can I see? What's going on? What's happening here?
I don't know.
She's talking, but the camera's not looking at her. Why? All right, hang on. I'm going to make sure that they can see you. Oh, there we go. There you are.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I told you. Yes.
Yeah, so me and my partner in music and everything, Dada, co-wrote the track. We were sitting in the shed and he was just creating a beat. And then the melody just started coming to me. And then the words, honestly, just started to... It felt like it just wrote itself because I was just thinking on like past relationships that I've been in, even some of my girls have been in, and a lot of the men, you know, they try to come back. Mm-hmm. And this song just was a declaration to being like, you did what you did, stand on it. I'm standing on what I said. If you're gonna leave, stay there. Don't come back. And yeah, it's one of my favorite songs to sing, honestly.
Very cool. Yeah, it sounded great.
Thank you.
I was going to ask you in terms, so the lyrics came, so the music sort of came first, and then you sort of wrote it to the music?
Yeah.
Is that normally your process when you're creating, or does it go back and forth, or how does it?
It honestly goes back and forth. I wish that I can play instruments. I don't. I stopped playing piano when I was like 7. So for me, melody usually comes and then the words, or sometimes if someone's playing something, like a melody will just come into my head. Mm-hmm. I'm usually a melody girl, and then the lyrics come.
Makes sense, yeah.
But whether the music is starting or whether I just hear something in my head, then we just kind of create off of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm the same way with writing. For me, it's usually a melody that comes first. I find in the shower for me.
The shower. Yeah. I actually wrote one song called, what's it called again? Alone. And it came through the shower. Oh, sorry, no. It's called On Time. There's too many songs in my head.
Always floating around.
Right?
Yeah,
It's called On Time. And I actually wrote majority of it in the shower. As the shower was beating on my head, I was just like, oh, bodies turning in the water, raindrops in the puddles. So yeah, I was like, yeah, it was pretty cool. The shower is the place to be.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. I don't know if it's like, I guess it's kind of a, I guess it's kind of a peaceful place,
Yeah.
you know? And it's a place where, like, one, there aren't really any distractions, so you can't really be on your phone or anything.
Exactly.
So you're kind of just in there, generally relaxed, I guess.
Yeah, and then things just flow.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
like water.
Yeah. Let's think. So, and your lyrics actually kind of, do you think that you said water and you mentioned raindrops and stuff?
Yeah.
Influenced by it?
Yeah, most definitely.
Makes sense. That's cool. There, Regine Alaina, the co-host, my co-host, is there. Good morning. Sad to be missing a fun episode.
Oh, good morning.
Well, Regine, you'll have to tell us all about your travels when you get back. But yes, everybody tuning in, we are here with Fridae. Taylor should have stepped into co-host. Well, I mean, it's hard. He's quite far away. But Taylor's my brother. He was in town, but he's back on the West Coast now in BC. So we'll get through it. But yes, we are here with Fridae. We're just talking about her song, I Told Ya. Yeah, that was a really cool performance.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about, I guess, Honey Jam. So you're going to be part of that 30th anniversary. So tell us about it.
Yes, I'm honestly so honored to be brought back for the 30th anniversary. Honey Jam is bringing back all the alums who performed in the past. So I performed in 2016. And fortunately and gratefully, I won the grand prize of performing in Barbados.
Wow.
So yeah, in 2016, after performing in Toronto, we flew out to Barbados and performed out there. And it was a grand time. I've never been to Barbados before until then. And the people there are so beautiful. They're so sweet. They're so nice. And being able to actually perform and kind of bring my music over there into the Caribbean, it was an experience and I loved it. So yeah, this year Ebony is bringing back all of the alums and I'm grateful because there's some talented people on the roster and I can't wait for you guys to come out and see. You guys better get your tickets.
There you go. Tickets are still available.
Yes, they are, and they're $30.
There you go.
Yeah.
$30, 30 years. That's a steal.
Right?
It's a steal. It's going to be at the iconic Massey Hall. Have you ever performed at Massey Hall before?
Never. So honestly, I'm grateful to even be able to hit the stage. There's so many greats that have touched Massey Hall, so to be able to be one of them now, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I've been to Massey Hall. I've never performed there. I've been there for concerts.
Yeah.
And I've always thought this is like, because it's one of the historic stages.
Yes, it is.
It's also one of the only ones, like, you know how they rename everything now? Like
Yes.
everything gets like a corporate name or something.
Yes.
Massey Hall still Massey Hall.
Yeah.
It's very
And the
cool.
name rings. Anytime you say that, people are like, oh.
People know Massey Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool. So July 30th, right?
Yes.
July 30th.
At the end of this month.
There you go.
So you guys have time.
You have time. Get tickets. Look it up. I guess probably the Honey Jam website. Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys can check it out on Instagram. So if you guys go through their link on their bio, I'll also put it on my bio for you guys to be able to get tickets, come out and see the show. It's going to be amazing.
There you go. Honey Jam 30th anniversary coming up soon to see Fridae along with a whole bunch of other artists. So is the whole bill alums from previous?
Yes. Yes.
That's
There's
cool.
about there's 15 of us, I believe. Yeah. So it's a good show. And some people are doing, and what they're doing is, I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this, but I think I can. It's on the website. What they're doing is, taking genres that we've all kind of built our music careers around and who inspired us. And we're performing we're performing covers, doing artists who inspired us to do what we do today.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, but I guess you probably won't say who you're going to perform yeah, that'll be you can see on the
I'll
night.
I'll keep it a surprise.
Yeah. But there you go, July 30th. Get your tickets now. I did want to ask you about, because I mean, I just reading through your bio. So you've toured many places around the world.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, honestly, to give you a little bit more background, I started singing and performing at the age of 8. I was in a children's choir called TC3, Toronto's Children's Concert Choir and Performing Arts Company. And with them, I did a lot of touring. We did a lot of touring around Canada, went to Vancouver, Nova Scotia. We did a lot of touring in the States, went to Nashville, Alabama, Detroit.
Wow.
Where else? Then we went to England, and that was I was 12 at that time. We performed all over England, and then, I kind of just to put myself towards doing music after that, because like I was in love. Performing was like my life. And then with Goma, a drum ensemble, dancing ensemble, performance group, we went to Ghana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and performed out there. And that was amazing. We were there in 2019 for the Emancipation Year of Return.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ghana was inviting everybody to come back, everybody from the diaspora to come back to perform and be like, this is your home kind of thing. We got to perform there. We were part of the Canadian contingency, where the Honorable Jean Augustine was a part of that. Black Stars was a part of that, and Goma was there, and they graciously invited me to come out and perform with them as well.
Wow. What was that experience like?
It was amazing. I'm half Ghanaian. My
Okay.
mom's Jamaican, my dad's from Ghana. So I've been to Ghana before, but to be able to actually go and perform, in my homeland, and actually get more educated on my family and our roots on that side, it was humbling. It was an experience that I will never forget. And if Ghana wants to bring me back to perform, I'm there, guys. Just call me.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, because I'm half Filipino myself, and I've never been back to the Philippines. But again, I know like I have family there and stuff, and I'm very curious to go back and like, I feel like it's important. It's an important thing to do.
Yeah. Honestly, is I'm always in Jamaica. That's a quick, easy 3-hour flight, but it's always harder when you're going like either across the world or
Yeah.
to the middle of the world, because it's such a long flight.
Yeah. How long is the flight to get to Ghana?
Like 17 hours.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
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 It's like you can't just like hop over for a weekend or something.
No.
It's kind of a
You definitely have to spend like 2 weeks to a month to be there.
Yeah,
to
that
really
makes sense.
enjoy and experience everything. But yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's very cool. So, do you think, in terms of music that you create, do you find that your roots inspire you? Do you find, or what do you think inspires a lot of your songwriting?
Oh, most definitely. Everything that's around me inspires me. I grew up in a musical household, a musical family. To be honest, starting from my grandparents. They were both singers.
Cool.
Right? They, on my mom's side, they met in Jamaica. My grandfather was like singing in a church, and my grandmother goes, "Oh, that's a nice voice. I'm gonna marry that man one day." She walks by again, and she's like, "You know what? I've been hearing this voice." She goes in, and the rest was history, right? And then she had children, and they all could sing. And then my mom passed down the singing ability to me and my sisters.
Wow.
Yeah, so just being around music my entire life, listening to oldies, listening to gospel, and then having 2 older sisters because I'm the baby, listening to R&B, listening to hip hop, definitely influenced me. And then just, growing up in the late 90s, the late 90s,
Yeah.
and then the early 2000s really influenced me because there was a lot of like pop rock on the radio. There was a lot of house on the radio, that really kind of delved into me creating what I create today. Because I like to say I create pop fusion. I take elements from dance, house, EDM, R&B. I don't know if I said pop, but pop, funk, and then kind of mash it up and create my vibe. Yeah.
Awesome. So you come a very musical family. Do your older sisters sing as well?
Yes.
Have you ever performed with them?
Oh, yes. All the time. Every family function, they're always like, you guys need to sing. But my middle sister, Denise, she's always singing backup for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very
Got to
cool.
utilize them, you know? If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, I find singing with family members, it's there's usually something special about it. I don't know if it's what it is, but the voices tend to complement each other in a way that, like, I mean, obviously lots of people can harmonize, but usually when families do it, there's something, I don't know what it is, but there's something about it. You find that?
The voices just like fit together.
Yeah.
It's so funny because a lot of people, even like when I answer the phone, they think that I'm my sister. I was like, nope, I'm Fridae. It's me. But yeah, there's something about like family vocals. They just fit and blend so nicely. It's like organic. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it might literally be
organic.
Yeah, there's something about it.
Yeah.
I saw something in your bio. You're planning to release songs. Was it every 2 weeks?
Yes, every 2 weeks.
So is that happening now? Are you?
Yes. So I took a little hiatus, but at the top of the year, yes, I was starting to release music every 2 weeks because I've just been sitting on a bunch of music. And if I don't put it out, it's going to fall on deaf ears. You know, somebody sat me down and really like talked to me and said, you know, if you don't play it, nobody's going to hear it. And you never know, like that one song that you're like hemming and hawing about could be the one, you know, everybody says the one that breaks you through, but even if it's not the one that breaks you through, it could be the one that saves somebody's lives or impacts somebody some way. So like, just put it out. And I'm a perfectionist. I think we all are in our own right as a musician, and we're very critical of ourselves. And I'm trying to, this year, just release and let go and just do it afraid. I got a tattoo on my neck saying, be afraid and do it anyways. I'm just sitting in the uncomfortability of, you know, just letting people into my world, even if it's not perfect. So yeah, we're releasing music every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Because we have a lot. And then once that is done, we're definitely going to be working on a project. I'm putting that body of work out. But yeah, I need to let it out.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
That's a great way to look at it. I think a lot, I know myself, I'm like that as well. I think a lot of artists are. I don't know if it's like I find it's like there's a sound in, like you talk about it the same way you write it. You have a sound in your head, right? You hear it. And I find if I can't get it exactly like that, then I'm like, no, I can't, it's not ready. It's not.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is like, if you, that can be paralyzing in a lot of ways.
Most definitely.
And then, yeah, suddenly like years can go by and like, I've put out nothing.
Yep.
Right. So I think that's a great attitude to have, is just like, just put it out there.
Yeah.
Put it out there and just like, yeah. let the universe
Yeah.
take it, yeah.
And then plus I got Dada in the back of my head just screaming at me, put it out. We have so much music, put it out. So I was like, you know what? All right. We're putting it out.
Yeah, that's good. That's helpful too, to have have people to work with and encourage you and stuff. So that's really cool. So when you post, do you let people know, I guess, is it Instagram where's the best place for people to find it? Or
Instagram, most definitely Instagram. I use Instagram a lot more. I do have TikTok. I'm still trying to navigate, TikTok and find out my footing in there. But most definitely Instagram is where I'll be posting. YouTube. And a little bit of TikTok. A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, TikTok for me is, I hardly post on there.
Yeah.
And like, I know a lot, like it's kind of the big one right now. I don't know. I'm in the same boat as you. I post Instagram more. YouTube is my most common place, and it's where I post like when I create longer videos and things, and this show as well. TikTok is like, I want to do more, but I don't. I don't know. Do you use TikTok? Do you go on it often?
Yeah, I'll go on and I'll scroll. Yeah. I'll definitely doom scroll while I'm on TikTok, because TikTok just sucks you in.
It does.
But to post, I have so many things in my drafts. It's just, You know, it's just when you just start to navigate and figure out Instagram, now you have TikTok that's like, okay, do I post at a different time? Is there a way that I need to be getting into the algorithm? Or, you know, I'm just like, okay, I'll just stick to what I know for right now.
Yeah, because that's the other thing is that what it kind of annoys me that every app kind of tries to become every app.
Yep.
Right? So like I liked it when, okay, this is what Twitter is for. It's for posting little thoughts.
Yep.
And then Instagram is pictures. YouTube is longer videos.
Yeah.
And then I guess TikTok would be shorter videos.
Yeah.
But now it's like every app does everything that every other app does.
Yeah.
And it's just, it kind of annoys me because I'm like, do I just post, should I just post the same thing on all of them then? What should I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, most definitely, because I've sat down in like content creator workshops and stuff, and they're like, yeah, sit down and what you posted on Instagram can definitely go on TikTok, can definitely go on Twitter.
Yep.
It's just about, I guess, timing, you know, posting it and posting it on the right time so that everybody sees it. But
yeah, and it is interesting because the algorithms are a little different on each one.
exactly.
Because one thing I've noticed is like, and again, I don't post too much on TikTok, but when I do, I'll notice that like there are some videos that like Instagram it does really well, and like TikTok they don't show it to anybody.
Right.
And then I've had the exact reverse happen, like this video, and I'm like, okay, so what is it? Is it like, what is it about this content? This platform likes it, but this one doesn't. It's such a, I don't know. It's so interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I saw a video on TikTok talking about, I think it said, don't show my friends or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
And that way, it actually doesn't just show to your immediate people, it'll feed it out to everybody else.
I know. Yeah, I think YouTube has something like that too. Yeah,
I was like, okay, there's like new tips and tricks every day. But
yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll implement it. I mean, I have no excuse. Be afraid and do it anyways.
Yeah. That's a really good attitude, actually.
Yeah.
I think, you know what it is? I also think, even outside of songwriting, I think that way of looking at things, especially when you want to like try something or take on something big, I think a lot of people, they don't do it because they feel like, oh, I'm not ready yet. I got to get this ready. I got it right.
Yeah.
And I think what you're saying there, that do it and be afraid.
Yeah, be afraid and do it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's actually the right way. Because like I'm about to start a business in the next couple months.
Okay.
And
Congrats.
it was the same. Thank you. It was the same situation though, where like I had the idea, and I kept like thinking, oh, okay, I got to make sure this is ready and this is ready and this is ready, and then I kind of realized I started visiting some other places that are doing what I want to be doing, and I was like, I'm seeing what they're doing and I can do this. So like, what am I waiting for? You know, sometimes it's like you don't have to have every single thing. You can kind of figure it out as you go.
Yeah, most definitely. And like what I've noticed, especially in my journey of music, is that people want to be a part of something, and they want to have the ability to be like, I was there first when it just started, when I was there while it was growing. They want to see the behind the scenes and, you know, feel super close to it as if it was their own baby, their own little creative, their own project.
Yeah.
Right. And so once I've like really experienced that, I was like, okay, yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect, because it gives people that much more appreciation over what it is that you're putting out to them for them to consume.
Yeah, that makes sense. And actually, I think, especially now, kind of in the, I guess the social media age, like, yeah, I think that's a big part of it, in that people, it's not just about connecting to like a song. They want to know about the artist. They want to know like who they are, what are the things they kind of, what do they do when they're not working on music or whatever. So, yeah, kind of putting a bit of your personality out there.
Most definitely.
Yeah. The other part I find is hard. I don't know if is like, I often wonder like how much of my actual self should I put on social media? Do you think about that a lot?
Oh, most definitely. Because I'm very private at the same time. It's funny when people first meet me, they're like, "Oh, you're so quiet," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting used to my surroundings." And then as soon as like I'm comfortable, like, yeah, you get the loud, bubbly personality, but it's definitely a balance, and I'm still working on it and still trying to navigate, because it's like, how much is too much, you know? But I just try to, right now, I'm just trying to give people the behind the scenes of making music, right?
Yeah.
And creating things and, doing videos or anything that I'm working on. I'm trying to give that. And then like little bits and pieces of my life, like working out, what I'm eating, kind of things. Just because I'm still navigating, like, how much of my personal life do I really want to show?
Yeah.
Especially because, again, I am very private. Like, you can ask my mom, my sisters, they're like, what's going on in Friday's life? Nobody knows until I'm ready to update you. But yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I struggle with that as well because the only stuff I really post, like, I post vlogs and things. Like, so for example, let's say I post a vlog on my YouTube channel and like it's a vlog of me. I go on vacation somewhere. It's like I'll post, places I've gone and things I've done, but people that I'm actually with, I don't usually put them in at all.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of like, okay, I get it. I'm making myself this sort of public thing, and I'm giving a version of myself out there.
Right.
But like, you guys don't need to see like my relatives or like and like sometimes, but it's very like it's very curated, I guess. But I do wonder because like there are people like I see some accounts, it just feels like their whole life is there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could do that.
I don't think I could do that either.
Yeah.
There's gotta be some like, sense of like, I don't know, privacy. That like,
Yeah.
I can't have everybody in every crevice of my life. Like there has to be something that's my own.
Yeah.
As I'm giving so much of myself already, there has to be some sort of something that's for me to keep me sane. You know what I mean? Like when I post, I definitely post like, my family or whatever, and I make sure that they're okay with it. But when it's like just me, I need something, a little piece of me back to me,
Yeah, that makes sense. Like that. That's good. Right, and we're pretty much right at the halfway mark.
Ooh.
Let's do the ads, and then we're going to come on the other side and talk about a bunch of other things.
Yeah, for sure.
But everybody, today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina is brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers. They make this show possible, so let's meet them, shall we? Starting with Jeanette McKenzie. The Toronto real estate market is growing and changing every day. In these challenging times, you need someone in your corner. Jeanette McKenzie, realtor at Forest Hill Signature, is committed to looking out for you. She'll go the extra mile to ensure you have all the information you need to make a decision you can feel confident about. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial investments you'll make in life. Don't leave it to chance. Call Jeanette McKenzie at Forest Hill Signature. She's my realtor. That's right. The place I'm living in now, she helped me find it, and she's also helped me out with my new business endeavor that you guys are all going to be hearing about very, very soon. She helped me with that, and so she's my realtor. She could be yours. Call today at 416-523-0408 or email at jmckenzie@gmail.com. Jewelry Forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East, Markham, they do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and they change watch batteries. They also do custom laser engraving. All done on site. Jerry at Jewelry Forever. What an incredible artist. If you have a vision for something custom you would like made, he can make it for you out of raw gold and other materials, I guess. He can also repair stuff. I saw him repair a ring that got crushed flat by a car. He made it finger-shaped again, and it could be worn. Do you need your wedding ring cleaned? He will make it shine sparkly new like the day of your nuptials. And we have a great deal worked out with them. If you tell them Scott and Regine sent you, mention the show, you'll get 15% off your purchase. 15%, mention the show, get a great deal. When you're ready to save forever, think Jewelry Forever. Follow them on Instagram and TikTok for some cool behind-the-scenes videos. And find out more at jewelryforever.ca. Beautified by Romina, internationally trained hair and makeup artist. She is the official hair and makeup artist of the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. She did our official photo shoot. She does date nights, weddings, debuts, anything you need to get beautified. She was the official makeup artist on my last short film. She did a great job with that as well. Reach out to her on Instagram and Facebook at Beautified by Romina. And if you would like to advertise on the show, it's very easy. All you got to do is send us an email at radioshowad@radioshowad@gmail.com. We do the show live every week, people, and we also do the ads live week to week. What does that mean? It means you can personalize them week to week. Do you have an event, a sale, something happening at a particular time, a particular place? You let us know. We let your potential client base know in real time. It's a great way to build a brand new relationship with a brand new audience. So get in touch. radioshowad@gmail.com. And we're back. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That was really good.
Thanks. It's I've done it a few times, so I've gotten pretty fast.
Yeah.
Pretty fast at it, yeah. But hi, everybody. If you're just tuning in, you are here with singer-songwriter Fridae. We heard her live performance off the top of the show of I Told You. Mm-hmm. And Honey Jam 30th anniversary is coming up July 30th. And this month we're featuring artists who will be performing at that event, and Fridae is one of those artists. So, hi, everybody. If you're watching in the chat, we've got Rosanna, we've got Thomas. Rosanna asks, what's your most famous song?
My most famous song.
What would your most famous song be?
If we're going by streams, my most famous one is Breakout. But when I perform, a lot of people request If You.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And when I'm singing it, so many people sing along with me. So I was like, okay. So I feel like If You is my most famous because a lot of people actually request that one from me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what do you think it is about that particular song?
I feel like maybe how raw I was in the track because I was coming from a place of hurt and wanting clarity and wanting to know if, the person loved me. And I think a lot of people can like resonate with that, whether it's like, whether it's a spouse, a friend relationship, a sister, a sibling kind of thing, family. People want to know, do you love me? Like, are you really here for me? And like, if so, how do we rectify and get back to where we actually were? So I feel like If You is because of how raw the emotion was in it. Yeah.
It just connects with people.
Yeah.
Do you find when you're writing, do you find it's easier to write when you have to write about something kind of sad or something emotional, or do you find you can write like a happy song? I know me personally, I almost feel like I need to be in, I don't want to say negative, but kind of a negative headspace to write.
Right, yeah.
Which is kind of a weird thing. Do you find you're in that same way?
Most definitely. I feel like when I'm like hurt, sad, angry, it's a lot easier to write. They always say the best songs come from when like you're hurt. Listen to Adele. Majority of her albums, she was heartbroken, right? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot easier to draw from pain instead of happiness. Because when you're happy, it's like, what are we talking about? Sunshines and rainbows and, Yeah. But I also feel like when people actually write from a happy place, like you guys are, A-talented, like A1. Yeah. Because I do find like it's hard. But if I do, because I don't think none of my songs are happy. None of them, actually. I just sitting down thinking about it. Only thing that really happy is the beat. Like, it gets you moving. So it's like, I bring you through, like, your pain and suffering, but through a happy way. Like, you dance it out so that by the end of the song, you should feel renewed. You should feel fresh.
Yeah, there's something therapeutic about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it must be similar to like they always say, like, for example, like when you're writing a story or like a movie, like there always has to be conflict. Otherwise, there's no story.
Right.
So like, I guess it's similar. But the thing is, you're right. There do exist happy songs.
Yeah.
I just don't. It's not that I know how to. You know what it is? It's not that I wouldn't know how to write one. It's that I would feel almost, I don't know, disingenuous a little bit.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna write. Oh, it's such a nice day. Like I'm like, no, like I don't know. It feels fake.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
But I feel like we got to be able to like switch that. You know what I mean? We got to be able to write from both places. I find like it's harder to pull. When it's like when you're crying, everything's just pouring out. So like when you're in a place of hurt, pain, or whatever, everything's just pouring out because I feel like it just needs to release. You know what I mean? When you're happy, you want this to last forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever found, like, I remember one time I was like, something happened and I was really sad about it, and then there was just suddenly, like, I don't know, it feels weird, but it's like suddenly there's this one thought pops in my head and I'm like, oh, I could write so much about this. And I almost feel like I'm using it. I'm like, that's not right. I shouldn't be thinking about that, but it like pops in my head. And I was like, I don't know. Does that ever happen to you?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's just like, oh, okay, I'm feeling these, I feel so bad right now, but then I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, but I can use this for something. This can be made into something.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah. Most definitely.
It's a weird thing.
It is, but hey, it's the life of an artist, right?
Yeah. And then what I do find is, like, because, obviously, like, sometimes I would say I want to work on a song. Like, for example, like, say I'm going to try to do, like, you're going to try to put a song out every 2 weeks. So obviously, like, let's say I'm not sad every time.
Right.
But what you can do is, like, I can think back to, like, an
Most
experience.
definitely. Yeah, you can draw
from it.
back. Yeah, most definitely. That's a lot of, like, my music as well. Whether or not, like, I'm actually in the turmoil writing about it right then and there, or I draw back from it, or I, like, listen to my girls talk. My girls, we confide in each other. We'll have our sit downs, and then I'll just think back on, like, how they felt and what they went through in that specific moment, and I'll write about it. Hopefully you guys don't get mad, but
But you're in her songs.
yeah,
You're all in her songs.
you guys are in my songs, like, because if I'm not going through something, I know that some of my people are going through something, and also writing those songs is a form of trying to heal them as well. So if they hear and they recognize, they're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, my goal in my career is to, bring some sort of healing, bring some sort of message to remind you that you're amazing, you are loved. Whether you don't feel it or not, you are loved, you are noticed, and you are that girl, you are that guy, you are that somebody, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's honestly my goal when it comes to music.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And I think, music really does have a powerful, it can do that for people. Even if it's something like the idea where somebody could feel like they're going through something and then they feel like they're alone. Like, because sometimes, especially when something sad or something bad happens to you, like sometimes you can feel like you're just like everyone's against you, or like you're the only one feeling this way.
Yeah.
And sometimes hearing a song that seems to just, you feel like that person's going through it too.
Yeah.
That alone can just be so important to people.
Yeah, most definitely. Because, like, even one time, because I had gone back to England back in 2018, and even that in itself is a whole story, but went back to England just to kind of promote my music out there, because navigating the Toronto music scene I found was a little bit difficult, because Toronto is in such a niche, you know what I mean? They have R&B, dark R&B, trap soul, hip hop, that I find that's the biggest genre in Toronto, and dancehall, of course. And being like a pop fusion artist, a dance artist, it was hard to navigate myself and finding where I belonged in Toronto. And I noticed that England, the UK, like, my sound was really prominent over there.
Cool.
Right? So we went out there, and during that time, it was really difficult for me to get my music when I was out here, because I had recorded, stayed up till 3 a.m. in the studio, you know what I mean? Finished the whole project that I had, and flew out at like 6 the next day, or the same day.
Wow.
Right? Got out there, and I was just like trying to get my music the entire time that I was out there. I was there for 2 months and trying to promote and, kind of build my fan base out there. And while I was there going through that, not being able to get my music for like the whole duration of my trip, I just kind of fell into like a place of, like, I don't want to say depression, but I was very sad. And I felt very broken. And Dada and I went to the studio, and this producer just started playing a beat, started singing, and that's how I created Follow Me, sorry. And Follow Me was just it it was more so for me as a reminder to be like, you're not alone. Because I really felt alone. Because I was like, nobody is like, what am I doing here if I can't get my music, right?
Yeah.
And it was really just a reminder to know that you're not alone. You're going through it. I know that it's not how you actually wanted it to be, but it's this way for a reason. And just know that if you keep your head straight, you keep looking, you keep praying, you keep doing what you got to do, you're going to come out of it. And you're going to be okay. And so, yeah, that was Follow Me, to just give a testimony of, to be like, you're lost, you feel alone, but you're not really alone. You got it.
It's amazing. It's an important message too. I feel like that type of message is it's more important now than ever in a lot of ways. Because I've heard a lot about, I don't know, there's something about the times we're living in, the social media times, there's something about it. It's like loneliness is like at an all-time high for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think just the ability to reach out to people in that way, and at the very least to let them know, look, like, we're all going through stuff, you know? It's like, because I guess we are social beings, you know? So I think that kind of message is important.
Most definitely. I think also touching on the topic of, like, you know, being alone, and social media is really showing that. I feel like ever since COVID happened, like, you know, we've really been forced into isolation and being alone.
Yeah.
Right. COVID has done a number on all of us, especially in the entertainment field, because not to mention, like, you know, I put on a showcase / show called Wanderlust. And I started that in 2017, did it in 2018 as well. And then COVID happened. And then for a good 5-6 years, I wasn't able to do anything with that. And even with that, I was just like, okay, what do I do now? Am I still going to do it? But, you know, even listening to Follow Me, that brought me back into, you know, the gear of things. And I actually did Wanderlust again this year. It was the first year back after like 7 years, where I put on artists who are a part of the dance genre, who are in the BIPOC community, that don't feel like they have I guess a foot in Toronto, that they have a place to actually perform and showcase. So it's for BIPOC artists, DJs who do dance music in the Toronto genre, or Toronto field, sorry. And yeah, that's what we do for Wanderlust. We did it this June that passed, June 21st, and we're doing another one September and in November as well. So yeah.
Sweet. So you post about that on your social media as well?
I do.
Very cool. Yeah, because you put on events.
Yes.
You're an event coordinator.
Yeah.
So how do you think your work as like an artist, do you think that's influenced how you go about your putting on events?
Most definitely. Most definitely, because navigating this artistry, being a woman at that, you know, and being a Black woman at that, in a field that you don't really see, it definitely pushed me to advocate for artists who are like me, who don't really know how to navigate the dance world in Toronto. You know what I mean? And just dance in general, because there's so many times that people will be like, oh, you do that? I would have thought that you did R&B. I would have thought that you did, you know? And I was like, no. I do this. And like, even to give a little history, like dance and house music started off in the Black community and started off in the gay community. You know what I mean? And so I want to say a part of my job is to bring that back. You know, bring that back. We've seen Beyonce did a house album, Drake did a house album, which I'm grateful, and I love that, because they're trying to show that, you know, music is not just music doesn't have a color. You know what I mean? Music doesn't have a race, it doesn't have a creed, it doesn't have a gender. Music is music, right? And you should be able to embrace the fact that everybody does everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really trying to do. You know, make sure that people know that they are loved, they are not alone, and to know that you guys have a space in this music industry, in dance as well. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So this is your first time doing a podcast?
Yes, it is.
Oh. I wouldn't think so.
Thanks.
It's good. You're a natural. This has been, yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm definitely like, oh my God, am I saying the right things? But
No, it's great. It's great. I mean, we're already almost at an hour, which is amazing.
wow.
That's what I mean. The best episodes are always the ones where it's like, oh, I didn't even notice the time going by.
Yeah.
So it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've I'm not going to say who or whatever, but like there's some episodes in the past, we've done this for 6 years, where like, it's like, this is a talk show, right? So like, one word answers, it makes it very hard for me.
Yeah.
But like this has been very, back
but
and forth.
you're
It's
easy to
great.
you too.
Oh, you too.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we have one final segment on the show.
Okay.
So, well, are you familiar with this? Have you ever seen this
Yes.
before? Okay, good. So this maybe that'll
These monkeys in the barrel?
yes.
Yes.
That's right. Okay,
The
good.
glasses.
All right. Well, this is our final segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. It's very high quality photo, as you can see. Yeah. So, as you are familiar, this is the classic game Barrel of Monkeys.
Yeah.
Have you played this before?
Yeah, as a child.
Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick demo so that you can get an idea. But here's how it works.
Okay.
So, the game starts. The barrel is on the table.
Okay.
I'll put 1 minute on the timer. So I think the original one doesn't have a timer, but our version has a timer.
Okay.
I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. You grab the barrel, pour out the monkeys. You can put the barrel aside. You can pick up a single monkey. Use that monkey to pick up another monkey. Use that monkey to pick up another monkey.
Oh.
And I might end up with 2 there. And you're just going to keep hooking monkeys until the time runs out.
Okay.
And then when the time runs out, you'll hear the beep, and I'll say, you freeze, and then at that time, then we'll count, and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 5. The one in your hand does not count towards the total.
Oh, boo.
Okay, that's okay. It's everybody played it that way, so it works out.
Okay, fine.
So it should be all right. And do you have any questions?
No, it seems pretty straightforward.
Are you nervous at all? How are you feeling going into this?
No, I'm very competitive, so
Oh, okay. So you're just ready to go.
yeah, let's go.
All right, I like it. Okay, so this is sort of the play area.
Okay.
So you can do that. You can move the mic aside if you want.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah, just shove it that way. That'd be fine. Okay, let me make sure that we're set here. Yeah, I'll adjust the camera so we can see. Oh, I did that a little bit fast, but it's fine, people. Okay, let me get the timer going. Okay, so do you think your childhood experience will help you here?
I mean, I'm calling back on Little Fridae right
There you go. That's right. All right, here we go. Timer's ready. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, come on. Just think back to your childhood. You can do this.
Oh my.
Okay, the monkeys are not cooperating,
They're not.
which happens sometimes, but it's okay. You got lots of time. Just settle down, settle in.
Well, we'll see.
Oh no, you got this. There you go. There you go. You know what? It's just getting the rust off. It's been a while,
It's been a while.
but you know what? You got it. There you go. Yep. That's technique. I can see the experience. That's muscle memory right there.
We're coming. Okay.
I see. Yeah, there's one. I see an opening. Yeah, get that lid out of there. That's a good idea. 15 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, a lot of them are laying flat here. This is a tough one.
Okay. Come on.
3.
2.
Oh, you almost had another one there.
Not that one. But
Not too bad. What do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4 monkeys. All right. You know what? It's not too bad.
not too bad.
It's not too bad.
I'm a little rusty.
Yeah. It's been, like I said, it's been a little while.
It's been a long time.
But shall we see how you did? We can look at the monkey standings and see where we are.
Hope I beat somebody.
Yeah, you need to beat some people. Okay, there we go. I actually almost showed the trailer for a video. Anyways, unrelated. Okay. So the standing scores: 4 monkeys. You know, I mean, you're kind of
Someone got 8.
Yeah, our top person got all of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a very, you know, that was a special day. Okay, but 4 monkeys, you're in a lot of company, you know.
Okay.
Mallory from the band Propter Hawk got
Okay.
4. Michael Chan, fantastic actor, he got 4.
Oh.
Courtney James, another actor. Raquel, singer. April, that's a band. April's band friends. Caroline Frolic
4,
got 4.
okay.
All these people, you're in really good company here.
All right.
They're good people.
I feel good.
Okay, good. So let's add you in here. And you know, the way we do this show with this competition is the score you got now is the lowest score that you can now get. So like, let's say you come back again and like, oh, you get 3. It's okay. 4 is
Still
the
at 4.
lowest. So
Okay.
that means you can only go up from here.
I love that.
So we'd love to have you back, and you know, you have time to train. You know.
Trust me.
So-
I just had my nephew over for the weekend, so I'm definitely gonna get it so
we
we
get
can
this.
practice.
We need to.
Yeah.
We need to train.
We need to
I'm
train.
gonna be back on the show soon, and I've got to beat that score. Okay, so there you are. You're sitting there at 4. You're in good company, and yeah, that at the top, Antoinette Targa, she got all the monkeys.
Wow.
And it was, I mean, it was, you know, very rare.
Right.
I've
I'm
never
coming
even
for
had it.
you.
There you go. See, Friday's coming for you, Antoinette. Watch it. But that concludes this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. I like the monkey sounds.
Funny thing is, I could do a really good monkey,
Really?
like chant, scream, whatever my sister taught me when I was like a little kid, and it's pretty funny. But I probably won't do it here.
Well, we had it recorded already. We're good. But there you go. So yeah, next time we'll get you trained up to
Yeah.
do it again.
Most definitely.
But this was great. Did you have fun?
I did.
It's great. I'm so glad. And like I said, it was your first ever podcast, and yeah, I think you did awesome.
Oh, thank you.
great.
It was a blast being here. You are very warm and easy to talk to. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I try to make it just, you know, very chill, just kind of like, you know, we're just talking. You're just talking. You know, that's it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we say goodbye, let people know social media, where people can follow you, all that stuff.
For sure. So the main one that I use is Instagram. You guys can find me at This Is Fridae, Fridaee, 2 E's, not a Y.
There you go.
I'm sometimes on TikTok, and that is Fridae Music, as well as YouTube. That's also Fridae Music. So you guys can find me on all those platforms.
There you go.
Yes.
Link is down below. So follow her on there. If you'd like to find me, everybody, you can find me at... Is something wrong with the... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll look at that after. You can find me on social media here. Instagram, Scott Dion Brown. X on Scott Dion Brown. I don't post on there that often. TikTok, Scott Dion Brown Official. I'm there. Sometimes I post on there. You know, I'm telling you to go to all these places, and then I'm telling you I don't post there, but whatever. YouTube is the best place. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown. It's where you get every episode of The Sit Down. It's also where you get the music. It's where you get the vlogs. You can check out my latest cover of I Feel Alive from a Minecraft movie. Check it out. It was a lot of fun to do. You can find it on the channel. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit like, hit subscribe. Make sure you follow me, follow Regine. Her links are in the description. And, of course, follow Fridae. She is down below as well. Honey Jam, 30th anniversary. July 30th at Massey Hall. It's going to be an awesome night.
Yes, it's going to be an awesome night. Tickets are $30. Just $30. Guys, come out. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a feel-good, vibrant time with so many amazing artists. You don't want to miss it. And I have something super cool in store for you guys. So come out.
Boom. Tickets are available. Go to the Honey Jam website, honeyjam.com. And you'll find all the links there, as well as the list of all the other artists who will be there. And Friday's bio is on there as well.
Yeah.
There you go. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. Hit like, hit subscribe. The way we like to end the show, so you know how I started the show? I was bringing the mug out of the camera.
Yeah.
So what I'll get you to do is you'll take your mug. You can like say goodbye however you like. And then you can like send your mug at your camera.
Okay.
All right, so bye everybody. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thomas, thanks for being here. Regine, enjoy your trip. Rosanna, thanks for being here. Everybody who's watching, thank you for tuning in. And Fridae, take it away.
Goodbye and have an amazing Sunday. Oh,
there's something wrong with this. I don't know what's going on. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna go. Let me get you back.
for sure.
Why don't I see? Okay, there we go. Okay.
And goodbye, and have an amazing, amazing, amazing Sunday. An amazing start to your new week. Mwah.
Fantastic.